So, hi Allie, my name is Lucas. We are from Indieoclock, and we are so happy to have you back here in Brazil. And it's your second time in Brazil. We know that the first time you had like 2 concerts in São Paulo. And how is the feeling of coming back right now?
It's really good. Thank you for having me back. Thank you for speaking English. I'm sorry I don't speak Portuguese. I love it. I love it in Brazil. I love the spirit of Brazil and the people and the food. And the last show I played here was the craziest show that I've ever done, I think. So it's really cool.
We saw that you posted like a video like yesterday on Instagram from the last show.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's amazing, yeah.
And we are on Pride Month, and we would like to know what is your relationship with the LGBT community? And for you, do you feel like you're a big ally from the community? What does it feel to you to be that person for us?
I consider myself an ally, and I consider myself a part of the community as much as is accepted for an ally for a straight woman. You know, I never want to overstep my boundaries or pretend that I understand the struggles of what it's like to be a queer person, but that is my community, and that is who my friends are, and I will always fight for the rights of the LGBTQ plus community. It's just very much a part of who I am.
And we saw that in the Super Sunset visuals, you elevate your level like on the top, in costumes, in makeup, and we would like to know, do you consider yourself a drag queen, or maybe Allie X is a persona? What do you think?
I definitely do not consider myself a drag queen. Drag was an influence that I used and borrowed from for Super Sunset. Because the record was about the very grotesque and glamorous nature of Hollywood, I thought to illustrate that visually it would make sense to use drag. And I wanted to use a lot of bright colors and that very plastic kind of look. So that's how drag comes into play for me. It's something that I am inspired by, something that I'm amazed by, and something that I support as a fan, but not something that I could do myself. I can't do my own makeup, you know. I'm not a drag queen. Allie X is not a persona. It's an elevated version of things that I have always felt. It's sort of a conceptual way of explaining feelings within myself.
And talking about the process of creation, what inspires you the most to create Super Sunset? And do you have like a little concept for each of the songs?
What happened with Super Sunset was I was writing a lot of songs, and then I just kept writing about LA, and I wasn't planning on it. It just kept coming out. Can't Stop Now. Focus wasn't it wasn't exactly about LA, but I had this sky of LA in my mind. And then I wrote Not So Bad in LA in the car one day, just on a voice memo, and I was like, I think this record is about Los Angeles because I have so much to say. So yeah, once I sort of figured that out, then I started to put it together, and I started to think of what is the sound of this record, which was very influenced by vaporwave and sort of like early 80s and 90s, late 80s and early 90s synth sounds, and yeah, I just kind of created this whole world. In terms of like the nun and the starlet and the sci-fi girl, that actually only happened when I did the album artwork, is when I started to think about that and what each of those personas meant. And what those meant were just different people that I felt that I'd become in my journey in Los Angeles. But yeah, does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay,
cool. And we would like to know if you know some of those Brazilian artists. We know that PABLLO VITTAR is right now taking over the world. And
yeah.
do you know like some of them?
Yeah, I just met Pablo last week in LA, and she. Do you guys say he or she? She, yeah. I've heard both, so I'm not sure. She felt like a she to me. She was lovely, so beautiful, so humble, so sweet, and she was like, "Oh my God, Allie X," and I was like, "Girl, you're so much more famous than me. What are you talking about?" And yeah, so I love what's the cultural movement of Pablo Vittar. It's like she's not just a drag queen; she's like a pop star drag queen, and that's kind of the first time that that's really happened on this grand of a scale. So it's wonderful. I love it.
And right now that Super Sunset was released, you're on tour, talking about maybe the future. Do you think about releasing like the collection 3?
I just got this question, and I said, "I'm Allie X, aren't I?" That's my answer.
And the last one. As a composer, you write a lot of songs for different people. And how was it like to see your music, Sunflower, being used on a movie? And before you watched the movie, what was the feel that you were feeling in the moment that you saw on the big screen?
Well, what actually happened with Sunflower it wasn't a song for me. It was a song that we wrote for the film. So we had the script, and we had something about being, like, we had the title Sunflower. So we actually composed the song for the movie based on ideas that were already in the script, which was my first time doing that. But I think that song is so relatable, right? It's like sort of feeling less than the people around you, and but still knowing your own worth and your own merit, and wishing that other people could see it. So yeah, I really like that song. It's a special song.
That's it. Thank you.
Hi Brazil, this is Allie X, and I just spoke with Indieoclock with Lucas, and I just wanted to say I'm so happy to be back. I love Brazil, and I can't wait to see you at my shows. Mwah!